Welcome back, everyone, to more career mode gameplay of Tony Stewart Sprint Car Racing. And we have reached the finale. We are going to Sugarbush, race 14 of 14. Now, the scary thing about this for us is that this is a half-mile track with very little banking. The half-mile track means that engine power will be of the utmost importance, which, of course, is exactly what we're lacking right now. So that part has me a little worried. The 20-lap main event should be quite a bit of fun with a $30,500 purse on the line. So just to remind you of what we're hoping to accomplish here, let's move over to the garage. And before we do our repairs, we'll come in under buy a new part. What we want is $24,910. So essentially we need to have 25 grand at the end of this race. We're currently just over 18 grand. So can we get that amount out of this next race? I think we can, but boy, this is going to be close, as making the A main could be a bit of a stretch for us given the length of this track and the importance of motors. So let's go ahead and do our repairs. We're not going to gain very much in the way of performance, but we want all the performance that we can get. And of course, keep our parts in the best shape we possibly can. All right, so there we go, plus 42 on performance. So this is the end of the line. We are currently sitting at 22nd position overall. But right now, I want to actually scroll to the top and see if what I've been joking about is actually true. And sure enough, it is. I had mentioned before that it seemed like Corey Clay was winning every race. And for the most part, that's true. 2 other winners is all we see here. Wow, he's won 11 of 13 races. Now that is complete domination. So there's no secret, since this game I don't believe has any sort of progression for drivers. It should be no secret that we're going to have to beat Corey Clay if we're ever going to get around to winning a championship in the midgets. 11 victories. Even I didn't think it was going to be quite that many. So we know who's likely to win this race, but our goal, as always, make the A main. Practice and qualifying are now in the books, and I must say, with this being the very first time I've seen this track, it was a lot of fun. It is totally flat out there, which could make for quite a bit of fun, particularly in the 410s once I get around to running it in those. But wow, this is going to be quite a bit of fun. There's plenty of room to race out there, multiple grooves out there. We'll just have to see how things go. We were a couple of tenths quicker than our goal time in the 2 or 3 laps that I ran, qualifying basically the same as practice. And we were just inside the top 20 once again at about 19th position. That places us in Heat 4. So remember, our goal, if you look over to the right-hand side of the screen, is to unlock Jake's Golf Carts and keep them for another season as our sponsor. And to do that, we need to make it to the A main. All right, so only the top 3 will be moving straight into the A main, which of course is exactly what we want. We'd rather not have to go through the B main to try to get there. All right, so I know we've got somebody under us, but oh, look out. Well, we did have somebody under us. He tried to put a slide job on us, and that almost turned out really bad. All right, these guys are going straight to the top in front of us. I really hope that continues. Because if it does, that's going to be our shot at getting into the A main directly from the heat race. Oh, look out. A little love tap there from behind. All right, 5 laps total. We are very close to the end. These heat races just fly by in just a matter of, it seems like about 15 seconds we're done. All right, oh wow, and we're up into second. Yeah, these guys, as long as they keep taking the top lane, we'll keep taking the bottom. Oh, look out. I realized right at the last second that he was down there. All right, so that puts us back to third, but that is perfectly fine, because third place gets us into the A main and unlocks that sponsor.
The main event is hitting the racetrack. We have a stacked field tonight. This should be a good one.
Agreed. This definitely should be a good one. We're rolling off 14th, which puts us on the outside. We're going to want to get to the bottom as soon as possible, and hopefully a lot of these guys go to the top and give us the ability to get to the bottom and make up some spots. Remember, every spot we pick up is going to earn us that much more money given the size of the payout for this race. All right, so we got a few guys down below us. Let's see if we can't get down there now. Woo! All right, there are cars flying everywhere right now on this track. All right, so we're unfortunately sliding right to the back of the field because I cannot get to the bottom of the track. So as soon as we get to the bottom, we can start to try to make some moves. And again, I need all of these guys to slide up the track in the corners to make room for us. Well, these guys in front of us are really fighting hard. Oh, we're 3 wide. All right, that worked out better than I thought it was going to. All right, 5 laps into the 20-lap feature. And sort of looking behind us a little bit to see when the leaders come through. I would expect them just any time now, really, to start coming through.
The drivers seem to be getting into a rhythm out there. Great job.
All right, car's handling just fine. Really no issues, no reason to lift, anything like that.
So please enjoy the show.
Just trying to be as smooth as possible and get as many spots as we possibly can. The dirt is really flying out there, no doubt. The grass really has no negative impact on the handling of the car. So if you're wondering why I don't mind getting a little bit onto the grass, it's because it makes the turn a little bit shorter, and I have yet to see any reason to not do it. It might de-wedge the car just a little bit, but that's not always a terrible thing. All right, 11 laps into the race, basically halfway, and we've not been lapped just yet. That's got to be some kind of a record for us. All right, that I believe is the leader. And no, that was actually for position. There's the leader. There's Clay. We knew he'd be coming. And boy, is he digging. And it looks like he's got a sizable lead over second place, too. All right, who I believe is coming through now. Yeah, there we go. Paxton coming through in second. And I believe there's another car down there. Yeah, there he is.
5 more laps.
Again, as much as I want to gain every position possible, I'm trying to be careful not to cut these guys off and create a wreck, which is not only going to cost us positions, but a lot of money. Oh, just need to get to his inside there. Try to stick it right down by the guardrail. Oh, hello. We got quite the nice little love tap there. Somebody wanted us to move out of their way. Oh, there's another one.
Things are heating up. Only 2 more to go.
Oh, yikes. And another love tap from the side. So I guess that's one way of doing it. Just keep rubbing on somebody till they move out of the way.
It's the last lap. Go get them. Good luck.
All right, last lap. Here we go. We're up in 16th, 15th, right in front of us. So we're going to run down as close to this guardrail as we can. Can we slip by him? No. He's going to have us, but 16th position. Now, the real key. How much did we make? So by virtue of our 16th place finish here in the finale, we'll end the season in 21st. So that's the highest we've been all season. We'll take it. Now let's move on to the money screen, and wow, check that out. $15,511 plus our normal payouts. Oh, we even made a little extra on merch this time with $6. So our total bring home from this race $16,427. Yes, please. We'll take as much of that as we can get. All right, time for our race summary. We get credit for smooth driving here, so we lost no performance, just a little bit of durability, so that is awesome. And of course, we know we had some contact toward the end of the race there where we got some friendly love taps from behind and then one from the side, but apparently not enough to trigger any issues with the car itself. So our 16th place finish, we were looking for a top 22 in that race. The other options were a top 10 and I think like a top 5. So yeah, top 22 was the only one that was at all reasonable for us. So we reached that goal. Total money earned $16,482, giving us an overall bank balance now of $34,019. That is huge. We pick up 10 more fans for a total of 143. All right, it looks like it is time to begin season 2 preparation. All right, so we'll press A to continue. And first thing we need to do is choose our sponsor. And of course, this is going to be a very easy decision. Thankfully for us, we were able to unlock Jake's golf carts here in the final race of the season. So that's going to give us $910 per race. But the biggest thing it gives us is a nice signing bonus of $7,280. So once again, we'll take that. Go ahead and sign that sponsor, please. Do you wish to race next season on your own team? That means I could sign with somebody else. Not that we want to, but that is interesting. I'm almost tempted to hit cancel just to see what happens. But since there's really no do-overs here, I can't go back to a previous save. I'm going to go ahead and click on accept. Let's see what happens. All right, so it looks like the game is still loading. Edit car style. I actually like this. This looks good. Of course, we kept the same sponsor, which means the same basic colors will work. All right, I like that. Let's go ahead and hit continue there. No reason for me to get fancy with this. All right, so here's your lineup for season 2. Yes, everything looks good for me. We'll go ahead and start the season. All right, so with season 1 in the books, we are now sitting with $41,409 in our bank account. Surely we can find a very nice engine for that, but we'll look at that when we come back next time. Thank you very much for joining me as we look forward to season 2 of Tony Stewart Sprint Car Racing.